Right?
Good morning, Judge. Yes, sir.
Hey, good morning. You are Stephen Chavez.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chavez, you're charged of driving while intoxicated, second offense. Wait, Stephen, we've got two Chavezes, right? Okay, so you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. This is a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir. So you know you're not here alone. Your lawyer is here with you, but he's on Zoom.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, Judge. On March 6, 2025, the officer received a call from an officer who was finishing a separate unrelated call and observed a vehicle stop 150 feet from the intersection for an unknown reason for a short period of time, then accelerate unnecessarily quickly before coming to a stop at the intersection. The vehicle was stopped straddling the dividing line between lanes and stopped past the designated stopping point. The vehicle remained stationary through several light cycles, and officers approached the vehicle. The officer observed the defendant, the driver and sole occupant, reclined in the driver's seat unconscious while the vehicle was running and in drive. The officers woke up the defendant, and the defendant appeared confused and took his
foot off the brake and collided with a patrol car while unconscious? This isn't just a DUI, this is a near miss from becoming a tragedy. Question for the audience: should drivers who pass out behind the wheel face harsher penalties than standard DUI offenders? Let me know in the comments.
His foot off the brake, causing the vehicle to collide with the marked patrol vehicle placed in front of the vehicle. The officer observed the defendant to have red bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and an odor of an alcoholic beverage emanating from his person. The defendant was transported to Pasadena jail for further investigation and denied drinking alcohol. Standard filter sobriety tests were administered: HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 6 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and consented to provide breath. The results were 0.183 and 0.180.
All right. Can you run his NCIC? How many DWIs does he have, and whether he has a license as well?
One RWI out of Minnesota, and his license is eligible.
Okay. Mr. Chavez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you.
Yes, sir.
If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds.
Yes, sir.
I'm now placing a restriction also on your license that you're not to drive any vehicle that doesn't have a guardian interlock on it. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, likewise, you will go to jail. We send notice to DPS so that every single officer in this state knows that if you get pulled over, you're supposed to have an interlock. So if you get pulled over, an officer sees that you don't have an interlock, you will go to jail. You understand? Now, you have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Davila, and he'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If he tells me that he can't get hold of you because you're playing games, likewise, I will issue a warrant for your arrest.
Yes, sir.
All I want is my city protected. Don't pick up any new cases. Don't become a danger to my city. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
For now, I'll have you go sign a reset with Victoria. You'll get with Felicia for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go.
May 13th, a little bit of change.
May 13th through the 15th, Ray.
Let's see. I think May 15th works, Judge.
Okay, it's yours.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Just listen. Yes, sir. No, sir.
Morning.
Morning.
How's jail?
Sir,
How's jail?
shh. That's all right.
Like,
No, it's not a place to be, but it's all right.
why do we have jails? Why do we have jails? Why do we have them?
To sit people down, to think about what they have already done.
For people who cannot conform to society, because we got people who are just complete chaos.
Mhm.
How long you been in now? Through a month? 2 months?
Yeah, something like that.
Who do you have in your life? Do you have anyone that's willing to watch over you? Mom, dad, anyone? Who do you have?
I got my little brother Pops. You feel me? My aunt. I got in contact with them. What's his name? While I was in there incarcerated just recently. You feel me? So yeah, I got them.
You know, your lawyer and the state have been working a deal to basically get you out, but you scare me.
This is powerful. The judge lays it down. Life as a black man is already stacked with challenges, and now felony probation, 5 new cases, and the possibility of becoming a statistic. This isn't just a legal moment, it's a gut punch. What do you think, Tough? Love or real justice happening here?
I mean, you think it's funny. It's not, man. You know,
I'm trying to just listen to everything you say, though.
life as a black man in today's society is hard enough as it is. You know, it really, really is. You know, you already under the gun. And with all the shisa that you're picking up now, being on felony probation, you picked up these 5 cases now with us. You're literally killing your chances of ever doing something worthwhile in this life, because you're either going to end up dead or with a 25-year sentence. As a statistic, we have enough statistics, Mr. McGee. You know, how many times has he mucked up or had a DVR or a motion filed upstairs?
One motion, but you also reported November, December 16th, December 31st, and January 13th. He also fails to complete IOP, thinking for exchange, and because of the law violation.
Does he have any felony convictions right now? Once you get that felony conviction, it closes so many doors. It's disgusting. It's sick. As far as I can see now, I don't think you have a felony conviction. And I hope and I pray that you do everything in your power to avoid a felony conviction, because I'm telling you, no one hires felons. If you ever want a good job, you want to get a loan for a car, hell, they're not going to give it to you. You want to get an apartment? They don't give apartments to felons, man. Does he have a felony conviction? You need to do everything in your power to avoid it. Go to WIMAC, do your shisa, get out, and show that you care, because what I see there, you don't care. And if you don't care, they're just going to send your ass to state jail with the felony conviction, and then it's done. Don't become a statistic. We're going to reset this case tomorrow because they want to talk to the complaining witness in this case. We're going to try to resolve this so that you can work on and go get on to WIMAC to better yourself. If you ever need anything, just talk to her, come back here. We can give you whatever you want. If you want a cell phone, you want a tablet, you want a place to stay, eat, money, we'll get it for you. But don't run the streets, because you're going to end up dead or with a 25-year sentence. Stop. Grow up. So we'll put them on for tomorrow. Come back, write it up, and we'll get it done.
All right, maybe.
Don't become a felon. All right.
Come back to United Patient.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, let's first talk about Mr. Guzman in custody.
That one that we signed, our made request for the turn down the lead case and all in top for vote.
In terms of subbing in for me or something?
I thought they were gonna give it to you, but they just really don't.
All of them?
On Guzman, I think I was
It
on,
was an MAJ.
right, but I've been on it for like 2 or 3 settings. So am I out? Do I need to do a sub or something? I mean,
It was a deferred, it was a deferred probation.
So no, you don't have to set up.
Easy money.
well, we're trying to, fixing to. I just need to talk to it. So should I talk about it or not? No, don't talk about it? Okay, and
One less.
okay. In that case, moving on, young Mr. Cuellar here, Judge. He's got a WI, first time, no priors. The situation is he missed court last time because he moved back to Victoria. He lives,
Mr. Cuellar does what Mr. Cuellar wants to do without regard to court orders.
it looks that way, Judge, but he's been in good communication with me. I've talked to the family. His grandparents adopted him. He was actually in Houston to visit his biological father recently, and that's when this incident happened. And since then, he's actually moved back. His aunt is here. He's got family support. But I've talked to the family at length and I've talked to him. Chief is okay with us, having a time served deal. We want to get it done today so he can move back. He's enrolled in school. He understands the severity of having this conviction, but he's got family. They have a business. He's going to be going to school and working there.
Who's here with him?
Well, I think they stepped outside, but his aunt and I think it's your grandfather is here. You want me to go get him real quick?
Please.
Judge?
Good morning, Ms. Okori. Ma'am, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay.
On March 5th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a residence regarding a disturbance. The officer made contact with the complainant, who stated the defendant had assaulted him. The complainant stated they were involved in a verbal disturbance when she approached him, used a ring-style taser to tase him, and the complainant was able to knock the taser out of the defendant's hand and backed away. The complainant stated the defendant gathered the taser and approached him again at his front door, attempting to use the taser on him again. The complainant held the defendant's wrist to prevent her from touching him with the taser, and the complainant advised that he had to push the defendant to get her away from him so he could get inside the residence. The officer viewed the complainant's video footage of the offense, and the complainant stated he felt pain from the incident, was in fear for his life because he believed that she had a knife. The defendant stated the complainant struck her first, which was shown to be false with the video footage, and the defendant admitted to having a taser and using it on the complainant.
Okay. Ms. Okori, I'm going to find.
The taser never touched.
Stop. Now's not the time to fight your case. This is just a probable cause. Anything you say, they can use it against you. Now's not the time. I can give you a lawyer if you'd like. You can talk to the lawyer and go that route, but just now's not the time. You start saying stuff, they're just going to use it to prove your guilt. As it stands, I'm ordering you, ma'am, as a condition of your bond, not to have any contact with this person. I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of weapons. If you violate these conditions, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Was this a dating relationship or was this just a
There are no indication of dating relationship.
Okay. So ma'am, would you like to apply for a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. Deputy Echegon is going to give an application I need you to fill out for me. I need to know everything about you. I will take a look at it. We're going to craft bond conditions for you. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions, okay?
Okay.
Please.
I'm approaching off docket this morning, Your Honor, for the main matter. Which regarding the bond condition. From my understanding, two of his conditions were that he could not drive, and the second one was that he has random drug test anagram. So I wanted to see if we could get the provision regarding non-driving, see if we could get that removed. He does work. He works Monday through Saturday. He has a wife and
There's a reason why we do it though, right? Either they don't have a license, something is there. There's a reason why we have it on, right? And I don't know. Alex, tell me about the case, will you?
So in this case, the officer was dispatched to a motor vehicle stopped on the road with the male in the driver's seat passed out. The officer observed the vehicle stopped on the road facing the wrong side and forcing multiple vehicles to drive around. And the officer observed the motor vehicle engine on, the defendant sitting in the driver's seat, appearing to be sleeping and passed out. And the officer observed an open container of Bacardi rum, 750 milliliters bottle.
Yeah. He's got to open up, So I need show me proactive that you appreciate, it's been 3 days though. That's not enough time. Some kind of proactivity that he appreciates,
Yes, sir. He did let me know that he plans to start AA meetings with Veteran Affairs. I'm working on getting the documentation for that, but he did let me know that he plans to start that as well. So just come back.
Just be creative and then I'm all ears.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, could we address the second thing or should I just come back all at once? The random drug test anagram, does he actually need both?
Yeah, but so we know he's not using illegal substances.
Yes, sir.
So the device only checks for alcohol, not for anything else. So that's why we have the randoms.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Arevalo judge, this is, he's in custody. This is one of these unlawful carry of a weapon where they're charged for being under 21.
Is that the only thing?
Yes, Judge, and it's,
Let's do PC then.
On December 20th, 2024.
Wait, a 17-year-old caught with a handgun in a sling during a felony stop tied to a shooting? And it's all linked to assault, robbery, and evading arrest? The courtroom tension here is real. Here's a question. At what point should teens be tried as adults when weapons and violent crimes are involved?
An officer responded to a residence regarding a shooting that just occurred. The officer stated over the radio that a concerned citizen pointed out a motor vehicle involved in a possible shooting. The officer followed the motor vehicle and began calling out in the direction of the motor vehicle. A felony stop was conducted. The defendant, 17 years old, was in possession of a handgun with a sling.
With a what?
With a sling?
I think they mean like a holster, Judge. Like a detective style holster, maybe.
Really?
That's kind of what I think of when I hear sling.
I'm Googling it now.
So
No, a
they-
sling is like, you hold it over
Oh, the
your-
strap? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But they charged, he's got an ag assault, an ag rob,
It's a
evading in a
different
motor. Oh, that's different. Okay, I
Yes,
thought it was because
It's the
if
first one.
it's all the same criminality, then that's something, but.
It's the first one he's charged, still in custody on the others.
So the only reason, because under 21?
Yeah, Judge.
Okay, I'm gonna find a problem.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
For sure. ¿Llamaste a tu abogado?
Sí.
¿Qué está pasando?
Dice que ya venía, dijo, pero no vino.
It's Espinoza. I just can't get the lawyer. Do you know who it's? Garza's office, but we haven't had anyone come. So voy a poner tu caso para el lunes. Tienes que llamarlo para ver a dónde están. Tiene que llegar aquí. Si no, vamos a tener una audiencia contra ellos, contra los abogados, ¿ok?
What about the box? Judge, what were the original bond conditions?
No alcohol.
done with me. Yeah. And how long, send for
How old is the case again? You got the docket. I don't
It's
even know.
133 days
It's
old.
just a normal reset. Whatever John wants.
So if we're doing, a drug test, so we bring them back? for
No.
consult?
No, we'll just do a normal drug test in hopes and praise and everyone, Allah, God, just everyone, that it's negative. If not, then
So 30 days and then pending results.
Jesus, everyone.
Yeah, it is.
Shiva,
So 30 days brings you up
Sibalinga.
April 15th or the 17th.
How about the 16th?
Required appearance for the results if they're positive.
Yeah, I think he might have just left to go do that though. Can I sign for him? You need to get that all?
Yeah, we'll just generate it. Did I say one more? Okay, Jen, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks.
sure. Take care. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for
Coming back, Sunday.
Could have held her in contempt. Put her in the bathroom.
She'll be on probation.
Yeah, take care.
Mr. Garza, still no Garza, so we'll roll it Monday.
Okay.
Vamos a posponerlo hasta el lunes. Llámate a tu abogado, por favor. Ok, por favor. No. Tienes que firmar. Hey, Brent. What's up, man? Go to it. We're done, I think. You love it, man.
Okay.